Right now, take a deep breath and allow yourself to slow down. For the next few minutes, you do not need to chase anything. You do not need to force life to work. You do not need to carry the heavy pressure of trying to fix everything all at once. This moment is your reminder that life was never meant to feel like a constant battle. Sometimes the greatest changes begin the moment you stop fighting so hard and finally allow yourself to relax. So many people spend their lives running after love, worrying about money, and stressing about their health. Day after day, they carry fear inside their minds without even realizing it. They wake up thinking about what is missing, what is not working, and what could go wrong next. Slowly, this creates emotional exhaustion. The heart becomes tired, the body becomes tense, the mind becomes restless, and when this happens for too long, people forget what peace even feels like. But the truth is, the universe flows best through a calm and open heart. Love flows where there is emotional peace. Money flows where there is trust instead of fear. Healing flows where the body and mind feel safe enough to relax. You do not attract beautiful things by constantly living in panic. You attract them by creating space for them to enter your life naturally. Maybe nobody ever told you that it is okay to stop forcing everything. Maybe you learn to believe that if you are not struggling, then nothing good will happen. But life does not always respond to stress. Sometimes life responds to softness. Sometimes your biggest breakthrough comes after you finally let go of the pressure and allow yourself to breathe again. You are not behind in life. You are not forgotten. You are not unlucky. There is nothing wrong with you for feeling tired sometimes. You have simply been carrying too much for too long, and today you are being invited to release some of that weight from your shoulders. Relax your thoughts. Relax your heart. Relax your need to control every outcome. Love can still find you. Money can still come to you. Healing can still happen inside you. Good things are still moving toward your life, even if you cannot see them yet. The universe has not abandoned you. Life is still working in ways you may not fully understand right now. So let this moment become a new beginning for you. A softer beginning. A calmer beginning. A beginning where you stop chasing and start allowing. Because when you relax and trust life a little more, you make room for love, money, health, peace, and miracles to flow to you naturally. Many people do not realize that the things they want most are often being blocked by the energy they carry every single day. When the mind is filled with fear, worry, stress, and desperation, it becomes very hard to feel peace. And when peace disappears, life begins to feel heavy. You may keep asking yourself why love is not coming, why money feels stuck, or why your body feels tired all the time. But sometimes the problem is not that blessings are refusing to come to you. Sometimes the problem is that fear has closed the door before those blessings could even enter. Think about how often people spend their days worrying about the future. They constantly ask questions like, what if nothing changes? What if I fail? What if things get worse? Without realizing it, they repeat these fearful thoughts again and again until fear becomes their normal emotional state. The body becomes tense, the mind becomes restless, the heart loses trust, and little by little, they begin expecting disappointment more than miracles. When someone is always emotionally chasing, forcing, or begging life to work, they unknowingly send out the energy of lack. They focus so much on what is missing that they stop seeing what is still possible. They become afraid to relax because they think relaxing means giving up. But relaxing is not giving up. Relaxing means trusting that life can still work in your favor even when you are not controlling every second of it. The universe responds differently when your energy changes. Love flows more easily toward a heart that feels open instead of guarded. Opportunities appear more naturally when the mind is calm instead of desperate. Healing becomes easier when the body feels safe instead of constantly stressed. This is why inner peace is so powerful. Peace clears the emotional noise that blocks your blessings. You do not have to hold on to fear to stay protected. You do not have to worry every day to prove that you care about your future. Worry does not create better outcomes. Most of the time, it only steals your peace in the present moment. And when peace disappears, it becomes difficult to enjoy life even when good things finally arrive. Today, allow yourself to notice what you have been carrying emotionally. Notice the pressure. Notice the fear. Notice the exhaustion from trying to control everything. Then gently remind yourself that you no longer need to live in survival mode all the time. You are allowed to breathe deeply. You are allowed to feel safe. You are allowed to believe that beautiful things can still happen for you. The moment you begin releasing fear, you begin creating space. Space for love, space for abundance, space for healing, space for peace. And sometimes that small shift inside you becomes the beginning of an entirely new life. A calm mind is more powerful than most people realize. When your mind is constantly filled with noise, stress, fear, and overthinking, it becomes difficult to hear the quiet voice of hope inside you. You may look calm on the outside, but deep inside, your thoughts may still be racing every single day. And after a while, that emotional pressure begins to affect everything. It affects your energy, your sleep, your relationships, your confidence, and even the way you see your future. This is why learning to relax your mind is not a weakness. It is healing. It is self-love. It is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. Because the moment your mind becomes peaceful, your entire energy begins to change. You stop reacting to life with fear. You stop expecting the worst all the time. You stop carrying the emotional weight of every problem at once. And slowly, you begin making space for better things to enter your life naturally. Many people think manifestation is only about repeating positive words. But true manifestation begins with emotional alignment. It begins when your mind and heart stop fighting against life. When you relax deeply, you become more open, You become softer inside. You begin trusting that things can work out for you, even if you do not know exactly how yet. That peaceful energy becomes magnetic. A peaceful mind attracts better decisions, healthier relationships, clearer opportunities, and emotional balance. When your thoughts are calm, you notice things you once ignored. You respond differently. You speak differently. You carry yourself differently. And people can feel that energy around you. Peace changes the atmosphere inside your life. You do not need to have every answer right now. You do not need to fix your entire future tonight. You do not need to carry every burden alone. Some things heal slowly. Some blessings arrive quietly. Some doors open when you least expect them. Your job is not to force every outcome. Your job is to stay open enough to receive what life is trying to give you. Take a moment now and remind yourself that it is safe to relax. It is safe to release the pressure in your mind. It is safe to stop overthinking every small detail. Your life does not need constant fear in order to move forward. You can still grow while being peaceful. You can still succeed while being calm. You can still attract love, money, and healing without exhausting yourself emotionally every single day. The more peaceful you become inside, the more naturally good things begin flowing toward you. Not because you are forcing them, but because you are finally allowing them. And sometimes that quiet inner peace becomes the very thing that changes your entire life. Love begins flowing into your life the moment you stop believing that you are unworthy of it. So many people carry hidden pain inside their hearts. They may smile on the outside, but deep down they are afraid of being rejected, abandoned, ignored, or hurt again. Because of past disappointments, they slowly close themselves emotionally without even realizing it. They stop trusting love. They stop trusting people. And sometimes they even stop trusting themselves. When the heart has been hurt too many times, it becomes protective. It builds emotional walls to avoid feeling pain again. But those same walls that block pain can also block love. You cannot fully receive love while constantly expecting heartbreak. You cannot enjoy healthy connection while carrying the fear that everyone will leave you. Fear creates distance, even when love is trying to come closer. This is why healing your relationship with yourself is so important. The love you give yourself teaches the universe what you are ready to receive from others. When you speak gently to yourself, when you treat yourself with patience, kindness, and compassion, your energy begins to soften. You stop begging for love. You stop chasing people who cannot value your heart properly. Instead, you begin attracting relationships that feel peaceful, safe, honest, and emotionally healthy. Real love does not need constant fear to survive. Real love does not make you feel small, unwanted, or emotionally exhausted all the time. Healthy love brings calmness. It brings comfort. It allows you to be yourself without fear. And before this kind of love can fully enter your life, you must first believe that you deserve it. Take a moment now and release the belief that you are too broken to be loved. You are not difficult to love. You are not too damaged. You are not behind because your heart still carries pain. Your experiences may have hurt you, but they did not destroy your worth. Deep inside you, there is still softness. There is still hope. There is still the ability to give and receive beautiful love. The universe is always responding to the energy you carry inside. When your heart begins choosing peace over fear, love starts flowing differently into your life. You begin attracting kinder conversations, deeper connections, supportive people, and relationships that nourish your soul instead of draining it. And the beautiful thing is that this process begins within you first. So relax your heart today. Stop trying to force love to happen. Stop believing that you must suffer to be chosen. Love is not something you need to chase endlessly. The right love will not need you to abandon yourself to keep it. The more you heal, the more naturally love begins finding its way to you. Allow yourself to believe this simple truth. You are worthy of love that feels peaceful, genuine, and safe. And as you open your heart again, little by little, love will begin flowing into your life in ways you never expected. Money flows more easily when fear begins leaving your mind. Many people say they want abundance, but deep inside, they carry painful beliefs about money. Some believe money only comes through struggle. Some feel guilty for wanting more. Others are constantly afraid that everything could disappear at any moment. And without realizing it, they live every day in survival mode, always stressed, always worried, always expecting lack instead of abundance. When fear controls your relationship with money, even small financial problems can begin feeling overwhelming. The mind becomes tired from constantly thinking about bills, pressure, responsibilities, and uncertainty. Over time, this stress affects not only your peace, but also your energy. You stop feeling hopeful about the future. You stop believing that life can become easier, and slowly, you begin accepting struggle as something permanent. But abundance was never meant to feel heavy all the time. Yes, life requires effort, growth, and responsibility, but constant fear blocks the natural flow of prosperity. The universe responds differently when your energy changes from panic to trust. This does not mean ignoring your responsibilities. It means no longer allowing fear to control your emotions every single day. You are allowed to desire a better financial life. You are allowed to want comfort, stability, freedom, and peace. There is nothing selfish about wanting to live without constant stress. Money itself is not bad. Money is simply energy. It can create opportunities, support your dreams, help your family, improve your health, and bring more peace into your life when used with love and wisdom. Start noticing the way you speak about money. Many people repeat negative words without realizing it. They constantly say things like, "I never have enough," "Money is hard to get," or "Nothing works out for me." These words slowly shape emotional energy. And the more those thoughts repeat, the more difficult it becomes to feel open to abundance. Instead, Begin speaking with trust. Remind yourself that new opportunities can appear, better days can arrive, unexpected blessings can happen, financial healing is possible. Even if things feel difficult right now, your current situation does not have to become your forever story. Life can change in ways you cannot fully see yet. Take a deep breath and release some of the fear you have been carrying about money. You do not need to panic your way into abundance. You do not need to constantly exhaust yourself emotionally to deserve prosperity. You are worthy of receiving support, opportunities, growth, and financial peace. The more you relax into trust, the more space you create for abundance to flow naturally into your life. Sometimes money comes through new ideas, sometimes through unexpected help, sometimes through opportunities you never imagined before. The universe has many ways of supporting you when your heart becomes open enough to receive. So today, choose to believe that abundance is still possible for you. Choose to believe that money can flow into your life with greater ease, peace, and stability. And little by little, allow yourself to welcome prosperity without fear. Your body listens to the thoughts and emotions you carry every day. When stress stays inside you for too long, the body begins feeling heavy, tired, and emotionally drained. Many people continue pushing themselves even when their mind and body are asking for rest. They ignore their emotional pain. They silence their feelings. They keep carrying pressure after pressure until exhaustion becomes normal. But your body was never meant to live in constant survival mode. Healing begins when you finally allow yourself to slow down. Not every wound inside you can heal while your mind is filled with fear and tension all the time. Your body needs peace too. It needs kindness. It needs rest. It needs loving thoughts instead of constant criticism and worry. Sometimes the most healing thing you can do is simply stop being so hard on yourself. Many people speak to themselves in ways they would never speak to someone they love. They wake up already expecting stress. They focus on what feels wrong instead of what is still working inside them. Little by little, they disconnect from their own body. But healing becomes easier when you begin working with your body instead of against it. Take a deep breath right now and allow your body to relax. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Relax your thoughts. Let your body feel safe at this moment. You do not have to carry all your fears at once. You do not have to solve your entire life tonight. Your body deserves moments of peace, even while you are still healing. The human body is powerful. Every day, it works quietly to protect you, support you, and keep you alive. Your heart keeps beating. Your lungs keep breathing. Your body continues trying to heal even on the days you feel emotionally tired. And sometimes, healing starts becoming stronger the moment you stop filling your mind with hopelessness. Begin speaking loving words over yourself. Tell yourself that healing is possible. Tell yourself that your body deserves care, patience, and compassion. Even small moments of peace matter. Even small changes in your thoughts matter. Healing is not always instant, but every loving thought creates a softer environment inside you. You are allowed to rest without feeling guilty. You are allowed to slow down without believing you are falling behind. Rest is not weakness. Rest is part of healing. The universe is not asking you to destroy yourself while trying to build a better life. You deserve balance. You deserve emotional peace. You deserve a healthy mind and body. As you continue releasing stress and allowing more peace into your life, your body begins responding differently. Your energy changes. Your breathing changes. Your emotions begin softening. And slowly, healing energy begins flowing through you more naturally. So today, choose to trust your healing journey. Trust that your body is listening. Trust that peace is helping you more than fear ever could. And allow yourself to believe that health, strength, healing, and calmness can still flow beautifully into your life. There comes a moment in life when you become tired of chasing everything. Tired of chasing people who do not value you. Tired of chasing money while living in constant fear. Tired of chasing peace while your mind never gets to rest. And sometimes that exhaustion is not a punishment. Sometimes it is life teaching you that forcing everything is not the answer. Many people spend years believing they must control every outcome in order to feel safe. They overthink every situation. They worry constantly about the future. They try to force relationships, force success, force healing, and force life to happen according to their timing. But the more they force, the more emotionally drained they become. Their mind stays restless because they are always trying to make everything happen perfectly. But life flows differently when you stop chasing and start allowing. Allowing does not mean becoming lazy or giving up on your dreams. It means releasing the desperate energy that says, I must have this right now, or I cannot be happy. It means trusting that what truly belongs to you will not need endless suffering to arrive. Sometimes the things you are searching for begin moving toward you the moment you stop holding on so tightly. When your heart relaxes, your energy changes. You become calmer, clearer, more peaceful. You stop reacting from fear, and instead of pushing life away with stress and desperation, you begin attracting things more naturally. Think about how peaceful it would feel to trust that your life is still unfolding in the right direction. Imagine waking up without carrying fear about every little thing. Imagine allowing yourself to breathe without feeling guilty for resting. This kind of emotional freedom changes everything. Because the universe works best through openness, not panic. You do not have to prove your worth by exhausting yourself every day. You do not need to chase people to convince them to love you. You do not need to force opportunities that are not aligned with your peace. What is truly meant for you will come with greater ease, clarity, and emotional safety. Right now, allow yourself to release some of the pressure you have been carrying. Release the need to know exactly how everything will happen. Release the fear that nothing good is coming. Release the belief that you must struggle endlessly to deserve happiness. Your life is allowed to become softer. Your journey is allowed to feel lighter. Trust that some things are already being prepared for you behind the scenes. Trust that the delays in your life are not always rejection. Sometimes life is guiding you towards something better than what you originally imagined. Even when you cannot see movement yet, things can still be shifting in your favor. The moment you stop chasing from fear and start allowing from trust, you begin creating peace inside yourself. And from that peaceful place, love flows more easily. Money flows more naturally. Healing happens more gently. Life begins feeling less like a battle and more like a journey. You no longer have to survive alone. The thoughts you repeat every day slowly become the energy you live in. This is why your inner voice matters so much. Many people spend years speaking negatively to themselves without realizing how deeply those words affect their emotions. They wake up already expecting stress. They expect disappointment before the day even begins. They focus on problems more than possibilities. And after a while, the mind begins believing that struggle is normal. But your thoughts have power. The way you speak to yourself shapes the way you feel, the way you act, and the way you experience life. When your mind constantly repeats fear, your body feels heavy. But when your mind begins choosing hope, trust, peace, and self-love, your entire energy slowly begins changing from within. This does not mean pretending life is perfect every single day. It means choosing thoughts that support your healing instead of destroying your peace. It means speaking to yourself with kindness instead of judgment. It means believing that good things are still possible for you, even if life has been difficult lately. Start your mornings with softer thoughts. Before fear enters your mind, remind yourself that today can still bring peace, blessings, healing, and unexpected joy. Tell yourself that you are safe. Tell yourself that life is still working in your favor. Tell yourself that you deserve love, abundance, happiness, and emotional calmness. The more you repeat loving thoughts, the more natural they begin feeling inside you. At first, your mind may resist because it has been used to fear for so long. But slowly, your energy begins shifting. You begin feeling lighter emotionally. You begin reacting differently to problems. You begin noticing more beauty, more hope, and more opportunities around you. Simple thoughts can change the atmosphere inside your life. Thoughts like, everything is getting better for me. I trust life. I am open to love and abundance. Peace is flowing through me. Good things are finding me. These words may seem small, but repeated daily, they begin creating emotional transformation from the inside out. Be careful about the energy you feed your mind every day. Constant negativity, fear, anger, and hopelessness slowly drain your spirit. Protect your peace. Protect your heart. Choose thoughts that help you feel calm, hopeful, and emotionally supported. You deserve an inner world that feels safe instead of frightening. Remember, your vibration is not created by one perfect moment. It is created by the small thoughts you repeat consistently over time. Every peaceful thought matters. Every loving word matters. Every moment you choose hope over fear matters. Little by little, your inner world begins changing. And when your inner world changes, your outer life begins responding differently too. So today, begin speaking to yourself like someone worthy of beautiful things. Speak with love. Speak with patience. Speak with trust. Because the more peaceful and loving your thoughts become, the more naturally love, money, health, and happiness begin flowing toward your life. One of the hardest things for people to do is trust the timing of their lives. When something takes too long, the mind quickly becomes afraid. People begin thinking that nothing is working, nothing is changing, and nothing good is coming anymore. They compare their journey to others and wonder why life seems easier for everyone else. Slowly, impatience turns into discouragement, and discouragement turns into hopelessness. But just because something has not happened, yet does not mean it never will. Some things take time because you are still growing into the person who is ready to receive them. Some doors stay closed because life is protecting you from what is not meant for your peace. And sometimes the delays in your life are quietly preparing you for something far better than what you originally asked for. It is important to remember that life is not always moving in ways you can immediately see. Even during quiet seasons, things can still be unfolding behind the scenes. Opportunities can still be forming. Healing can still be happening. New beginnings can still be moving closer to you without your full awareness. The universe does not stop working simply because you cannot see instant results. Many people lose hope too quickly because they expect life to happen according to their exact timeline. But forcing timing only creates more stress. True peace comes when you stop needing immediate proof that everything will work out. Trust begins when you continue believing, even during uncertain moments. Think about how many times life surprised you before. There were moments you thought you would never heal, but eventually you became stronger. There were situations you thought would break you forever, but somehow you survived them. Life has already carried you through difficult seasons before, and it can still guide you toward better days again. You are not late in life. Your journey does not need to look like someone else's path. Some people bloom early, some bloom later. Some lessons take longer because they are shaping you deeply from within. Do not punish yourself because your timing looks different. Your story is still unfolding. Right now, release the pressure to have everything figured out immediately. Release the fear that nothing is happening for you. Your life is not standing still just because things feel slow. Growth is still happening inside you. Healing is still happening inside you, and the right opportunities can arrive when you least expect them. Trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Trust that love can still find you. Trust that abundance can still enter your life. Trust that healing is still possible. The universe knows how to bring things together at the right moment, in the right way, and at the right time. So breathe deeply and let go of the fear that your life is falling apart. Maybe things are not falling apart at all. Maybe they are slowly falling into place in ways your heart will understand one day. As this moment comes to an end, take one more deep breath and remind yourself that you do not need to force life to receive beautiful things. Love can flow to you. Money can flow to you. Healing can flow to you. Peace can flow to you. The more you relax your heart, trust your journey, and release fear, the more space you create for blessings to enter your life naturally. Do not forget that your energy matters. The thoughts you choose, the words you speak to yourself, and the peace you allow into your heart all shape the life you are creating. Even if things feel uncertain right now, trust that life is still moving. Trust that better days are possible. Trust that the universe is still guiding you, supporting you, and opening doors for you in ways you may not fully see yet. Be gentle with yourself during this journey. You are still growing. You are still healing. And you are still becoming the person who is ready to receive greater love, deeper peace, stronger health, and beautiful abundance. Nothing is truly lost for you. Your story is still unfolding, and good things can still happen when you least expect them. So tonight, or whenever you are listening to this, allow yourself to relax deeply and let go of the pressure to control everything. Let life breathe through you again. Let peace enter your mind again. Let hope return to your heart again. You deserve a life that feels lighter, calmer, healthier, and filled with love. If this message touched your heart in any way, make sure to like this video, comment below with the words, "I allow blessings to flow into my life," and share this with someone who may need peace and encouragement today. And don't forget to subscribe for more loving affirmations, healing messages, and peaceful law of attraction content to support your journey. Until next time, trust life, trust yourself, and keep allowing beautiful things to flow toward you naturally.